Hey guys, what's up? I'm back, and this time my computer is gonna fix, so that's great. I'm back, and this is gonna be a guide for you guys to learn all of his inputs and all of his tech, which I mostly discovered, so that's kind of good. So yeah, he has only 3 inputs, only 2 of them you need to know. He has no special cancels in this game. You do all of your inputs with the special button, and that's all the stuff you need to know. Oh yeah, when it means diagonal, it means like, let's say I said diagonal down and forward, it means you have to have a smooth transition from down to forward. So you just don't press down forward. You press down, you press forward, and let's go down. That's what diagonal means. Now, let's talk about his actual inputs. He has, oh yeah, I forgot. He has 3 versions of Hadouken. This is normal Hadouken. This is input Hadouken. And this is Shakinetsu. So, normal Hadouken does a bit of damage, and this Hadouken does a little more and a little more knockback. The difference is that one jab blocks, one doesn't. So that jab blocks, and unfortunately, okay, that's just. Fortunately, this one does pops him up. I don't know why that happens, but I guess it gives more hit stun for combos, so that's good, I guess. And Shakinetsu does whatever it does whatever input Hadouken does and makes it better. Anyway, that's the Hadoukens and Shakinetsu. You can change the speed at which they go whether or not you tap, double tap, or hold. So double tap is medium. This is tap. This is double tap, and then this is hold. This is hold. Same for Hadouken. And there's the same for Shakinetsu. So yeah. So he has mediums, he has lights, he has hards. Anyway, let's talk about Tatsu. So normal Tatsu is like this, and input Tatsu is like that. Of course, I put the inputs on top of the screen, so there's no, in this patch 1.0, 1.2.0.1, Tatsu and input Tatsu are exactly the same. I wish Makuo Gaming would fix the game, but just fix this, please. There's no difference. The speed's the same, the knockback's the same, the damage is the same. No invincibility either. So yeah, it's pretty much the same. So there's no reason to do down tilts. No reason to do input Tatsu, because for one, Tatsu never kills, and because you could just press side B instead. Anyway, let's talk about his Shoryu inputs. So Shoryuken normally will kill at 200 or 180, I don't know. Like, just normal RP will kill at like 180 on no DI on the training dummy. But with the damage Ryu does and how early fair kills, there's no way you're gonna get to that percent at all. I'm like, what the fair? So we actually need an early killing move, which Shoyu comes and helps us. So Shoyu inputs on screen. I'm gonna put the kill percent on screen for popular characters, and that's on like on at least 110. Most characters will die to this with good DI, and that's being generous, so they can even DI right. Because if they mess up the initial DI and then DI the right way, the DIs will combine and they'll go straight up. So if they're holding left, you might as well just keep holding left, because if you hold right, you're gonna die even earlier. And as you can see on the percents, there's barely any difference between no DI and DI left. But the difference between those two and the actual DI, if on actual good DI, is very big. Like on Mario it's 89. Like on Mario it's 89, but then to actually kill it's like around 105 or something. Didn't check. So yeah, this can kill stupidly early, and they made it like pens in the ultimate that the sweet spot is at the top, but also on the bottom, and it's not multi-hit. So there's no worries about people falling out, since the sweet spot is all the way up. But what the thing they did remove is the invincibility, I heard. So this is not invincible. But if it's trading, you're already winning at that point. And that also means that you can't just use this to recover and be invincible. But you can think, like if Ryu is using down to a ledge, or like a Mario is doing down to a ledge, and then you do shuriken to recover, and they just hit them, they can just die like that. So that's pretty cool too. Or like if someone tries to strike you and then you shuriken them with the true input, they can just die like that, because they'll most likely not be doing good DI. And just because the hit lag on that is big, doesn't mean that people actually react to online. Maybe offline, but there's no competitive offline. I mean, yeah, there's no competitive offline in this game, so I'm still seeing people now reacting to when they get jab locked and then get Shoyu for some reason. So yeah, you can take advantage of people not knowing their kill percent, or just not knowing how to DI it, which is pretty simple, but whatever. So now to move on to tech. For one, we got Smash 4 and Ultimate thing. It's called Focus Attack Dash Cancel. So what you do is press the down B, and you have to hold the B button, and then you press right or left. The amount of time you can cancel it for the ground is slower than when you can do it in the air. I can hold it for all the way in the air and still cancel it, but on the ground, when he stops saying "aw," I can't cancel it. Yeah, so I can't cancel from there. You can also cancel it on hits, so you have more time to do your shuriken or charge F smash, which you can use charge F smash because it kills earlier than Shoyu for reasons. So you're gonna see like that, and since F smash is so big, you can just do that. Yeah, so focus. You can also use this to power through any move as long as it's a single hit. So if you get hit once and you get hit again, you just get hit. If you get hit once, you can cancel out and punish them, or you can let go and actually hit them for hitting you. You can also do like what's it called? Yeah, it acts like a counter if you get hit once, basically. But If you get hit twice, you take the knockback. So what happens, if you get hit once, you don't take the knockback. If you get hit twice, you take knockback. And there's no timer on it, so if you got hit once at the starting, and then he now decides to jab you again, you'll take the knockback of that jab, even though it's like maybe 2 seconds later. So yeah, that's focus attack dash function for you. You can also use it to recover back to stage with invincibility from one hit. So like, let's say Crystal is edgeguarding you a laser or something. I mean her laser. You can use this to just take the hit and get back to stage. Because if not, you're going to be in for a rough time, since Crystal's laser and most other projectiles that edgeguard cannot be cancelled with side B, even though side B specifically beats projectiles. Anyway, so let's talk about his tech. There's something I discovered and brought to the public on Discord called input charging. So this is how input charging works. You press the input, but you don't press B. So you don't do the input then press B immediately. By inputs I mean the directions. So you don't do the input immediately. What you do is do the input, then hold the last button of the input. And then whenever you want to release the charge, and like if you do that, you have to trust that you know that you've done the input. So there's nothing like Samus charge shot, like you will see a visual indicator that you have charged something. But so you have to trust that you actually charged it. And then when you want to release the charge, you press B. Or you let go and just move around, messing up the input and making it that the charge just gets removed. So yeah. So basically, if you want to cancel the charge, like let's say I'm charging Shakinetsu, you can just press down and then you can just move around again. You can also just dash and then stop dashing, because dash doesn't count as an input. So if you do it, and if you're doing it and you're dashing, you can let go of dash and still be able to do Shakinetsu. So that's cool. You can also do this with Shoryuken. So you can do a Shoryuken, you can do it with all of his inputs basically. Even Tatsu, which you will never use unless you're running away and then you press B to replenish them. Anyway, let's talk about what this could help him for like his Hadokens. So have you ever felt that you can't just do Shackle Hover in this game? That's probably because your inputting it slow, because this is actually pretty easy for me because I played a lot of Street Fighter and Tekken on my laptop, so I'm used to doing all these inputs. But if you want an easier time doing that, what you can do is charge the input and then press up and then you just jump and press B. You just tap jump, don't hold up, because if you hold jump, the up will cancel the input. So you can just do that. I don't think you can do it for 4 off, so yeah, you can do it. So if you want to do any of these, yeah, if you want to do any of those Shackle Hover stuff, yeah, if you want to do any of those Shackle Hover stuff or Hadouken Hover stuff, you can use the input charge to do it. Anyway, for uses of this, like let's say you use down tilt on them and then launch into a tech situation on a platform. And what you aim to do is punish them, not with up air, but with Shoryuken. Yo, I'm missing the first. Anyway, let's say you just went to guess, which most people do. So you just let's say you riff, you just get Omega Punish. But how about if there was a way to just cover every option? That's what I'm talking about. You can just input charge and then press B when you want to punish what they did. Or you can do that and then if you see them rolling, you can also go there and do bear. But the ultimate cheese with this character is when you do this tech that I'm about to show you. So let's say I'm here because we show you, but our whip, but I can do this, which is reverse true shoryu, which is also charged. So yeah, a lot of tech with this one character. Well, you probably think, how do I do reverse true shoryu? And what you do is do the shoryu input and then press back. So you do the shoryu input and then press back immediately, and then press B. Do the shoryu input, don't press B yet, then press back and then press B, basically. You can also do this in the air. So if you ever upper your opponents, like most times upper, when you do it in the air, will send them in this kind of manner. Like I said, 50. And you hit them like with the upper, it will send that in direction, and then you can just reverse true shoryu and hit them. So let me try doing it. Oops. Yeah, like that. Oh, someone that killed. Okay. Anyway, without the 15, Anyway, you can just do that to reverse, to be able to mix up the DI, because they might be thinking that you will not be able to hit them, so they won't DI and just try jumping, even though that is totally true. Anyway, you can do this with all of his inputs. So for Shakinetsu, you do the back forward thing and then you press back and then press B. So okay, I'm charging there. Yep, that's it. You also do it Hadouken. Yeah, you can, if you don't already know, if you press back and then B, you do a turn around normal Hadouken, but you can do a turn around input Hadouken. By pressing the down forward, then press back and press B. You can also do it with Tatsu, but with Tatsu it's weird, so what you have to do is press the inputs, but you hold back and then press forward. So yeah, but that's basically making you do normal Tatsu forward, so there's no reason to do that. But basically making you do Tatsu this direction, even though you could just press side D because there's no difference. So yeah, that's most of his tech. But then there's one more that's really brain shattering. So what's been keeping Ryu out of top tier or high tier? I think it's high tier, but what's been keeping it out of the best of the very best, Ryu and Ken, is that they can't kill really out of shield, because they have like either small range or they don't kill early. They don't kill early. Like let's say Bear or something. But in this game, with input charging, you can do this thing I'm about to show you. That's right, I just did true shoryu out of shield. So what you do is do the input and do the charge true shoryu. So do the input charge, and then press shield, and then press up, and then press B. So you're still holding forward during the shield, by the way. So you still hold the input to the charge, but you still hold the forward, you still hold forward through the shield, and up until you press up and then B. The only reason this works is because jump. The only reason this works is because shield doesn't count as an input. So if you did like an input and hold shield and then let go of shield and you're held B, it will just come out immediately after you jump the shield. And another reason why you think that jumping with cap jump, which I'm using right now, would count as an input and mess up the Shoryuken, but rather not, because with cap jump, the first few frames are actually not a input, but actual just jump. So basically, tap jump makes it a separate jump button at the start of the move. Apart from doing the up smash, which if you press F, it'll immediately detect it as a move like that, or B. So yeah, it's a weird phenomenon, but we don't care. Right now we can do shoot you out of shield and kill at 95, so that's pretty good. You can also do Shaku out of shield, so you just do Shaku input and then press B, and that is legit jump cancelled Shaku out of shield, which will punish anything. And also you can do reverse Chushoi out of shield, so let's do it right now. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's pretty cool, especially for the Shaku one, because you just punish from any range, and most likely they'll be shielding, so you just run up and F towards them because Shaku will be on the shield. You can see I can, with the speed right now, I can run up all the way to them and still hit them out of being hit by Shaku. So yeah, this dash dance is really funny. I mean, this Fox Rock. Anyway, that's all the tech I have for you guys. I hope you guys learned a lot from this, and I hope that you guys will be able to use this in your gameplay. Ryu is a very hard character to learn, with a lot of his moves being very low lag, like Pharah and stuff. But if you don't know how to combo with them into your input specials, what are you going to be doing with them? There's also one more thing I'd like to show you before I end off the video, is you can buffer inputs through the end lag of stuff. So if I roll and I'm doing the Shoryuken inputs, I can do it like frame 1 out of. So if I did that, wait, let me check if I can actually do this. No. Anyway, if I did spot dodge, I can, during the spot dodge, I can do the Shoryuken inputs and do it immediately. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So you can just do like Tatsu immediately after the fall back with the input, which is the only reason why you use the input. The only reason you use the input is if you're feeling yourself and you want to combo from down tilts to that as soon as possible and do Tatsu loops, which you can actually do in this game for some reason. Tatsu loops will come later in my guide. And you can also combo into Hadouken with the buffered input then. So yeah, of course this will have to be hard Hadouken, because if you just tap it, he can jump out if you're far away. But oops. So yeah, that's all, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. All you Ryu mains out there, I've never seen any actual good Ryu main that does inputs online, but Hope you guys are out there. Oh look, we have 69, and I'm ending off this video. Peace.